All right, basketball fans, get ready to relive some of the most jaw-dropping moments in NBA dunk contest history. We all love a good dunk, but every once in a while, a player takes it to a whole new level and leaves us wondering, is this the dunk contest? Tom Chambers was a total beast in the NBA, but man, he never got the credit he deserved. His dunk over Mark Jackson is legendary, like seriously one of the greatest dunks ever in NBA history. It happened on January 27, 1989, when the Seattle Supersonics took on the New York Knicks. Chambers got a sick pass on a fast break and drove straight to the hoop. Jackson tried to block him, but come on. Chambers just soared right over him and threw it down. The impact was insane. Jackson was sprawled out on the court after that dunk. That moment showed everyone just how dominant Chambers was during that time. He was easily one of the best players in the league in the late 80s and early 90s, and this dunk perfectly showcased his skills. But what's even crazier is how Chambers kept rising even after making contact with Jackson. It's like he used him as a trampoline to get even higher. This slam by Chambers will go down in history as one of those classic moments that everyone talks about for years to come. We mean, who could forget a dunk like that? Absolute legend status right there. If you've been a longtime fan of the Golden State Warriors, then you probably remember exactly where you were on May 11th, 2007. It was on that unforgettable day that Baron Davis absolutely stunned Oracle Arena with a dunk that sent shockwaves through the entire arena. The reactions from his teammates and the fans were absolutely priceless. Without a doubt, this dunk stood as the greatest and most memorable play in modern Warriors history until Steph Curry made his mark. Even though it happened over a decade ago, we can't help but watch it over and over again. Let's not forget that this was the year when Golden State pulled off a major upset by taking down the top-seeded Dallas Mavericks. Although they didn't win the series, this one play will forever be etched in our memories. Davis completely obliterated Andrei Kirilenko, one of the NBA's elite shot blockers. But what truly sets this monstrous slam apart is the sheer authority and power with which Baron threw it down. LeBron James dunking on Kevin Garnett is seriously one of the most epic dunks in NBA history, no doubt about it. It all went down on February 12, 2008, during a game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Picture this: LeBron gets a pass while cruising down the court and heads straight for the hoop. Now Garnett, who was known as one of the best defenders in the league back then, tries to block LeBron's shot. But here's what happens next. LeBron simply jumps right over him like it's nothing and slams that ball home with both hands. We mean, you have to see it to believe it. Not only did Garnett end up spread-eagled on the floor from that powerful dunk, but it also showcased just how dominant LeBron was at that time. He was undeniably one of those top-tier players in the NBA, and this slam dunk perfectly demonstrated his insane skills. Now let me tell you something even more mind-blowing. After making contact with Garnett mid-air, LeBron just keeps soaring higher and higher towards that rim. It's like he used Garnett as a freaking trampoline to launch himself towards greatness. And if that isn't enough to cement this dunk as legendary, let me remind you of Kevin Harlan's unforgettable call, LeBron James, with no regard for human life. I mean, can you come up with a better way to describe such an absolutely savage throwdown? Oh yeah, and guess what? This iconic dunk made such an impact that it even made its way into the movie Space Jam: A New Legacy. That's how big of a deal it was. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Go watch some videos of LeBron James annihilating Kevin Garnett on the court. You won't be disappointed. So you know that dunk by Michael Jordan on Patrick Ewing? It's like one of the most insane dunks ever in NBA history. It happened on April 25th, 1991, during Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks. You already know MJ is known as the GOAT dunker, but even this particular dunk was mind-blowing for his airness. Picture this: Jordan gets a pass from Scottie Pippen in the corner. He's trapped by two defenders and it looks like trouble. Most players would have turned it over or called a timeout, but not MJ. He miraculously spins out of the double team and boom, throws it down right over Patrick Ewing, who is no joke when it comes to defense. The MSG crowd goes silent as Jordan slams it home with both hands. It's such a powerful dunk that poor Ewing ends up sprawled on the court trying to block it. This dunk showed exactly why Jordan was dominating the league at that time. He was simply unstoppable, and this highlight reel play proves it without a doubt. The dunk by Dr. J over Michael Cooper on January 5th, 1983, in a game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Los Angeles Lakers is legendary. Seriously, it's one of the most iconic dunks in NBA history. This play showcases Irving's incredible dunking skills like nothing else. The way he cups the ball with one hand and tomahawks it over Cooper while on a fast break blows my mind. Here's how it went down. Cheeks deflected a pass from Worthy, and then magic started to happen. Irving saw an opportunity and sprinted down the left side of the court with the ball in his hands. With only one defender left to beat, and mind you, it was none other than Michael Cooper, Dr. J made his move. He confidently stepped into the lane, cradled and cocked the ball back with his right hand, and gracefully glided through the air before slamming it down all over Cooper. Even Chick Hearn, the Lakers broadcaster, couldn't believe his eyes. He described this breathtaking dunk as the rock the baby slam dunk that has become famous among millions of NBA fans. Back in the 2011 to 2012 season, when Gerald Green was running with the New Jersey Nets, he only played in 31 games. But let us tell you, he made those games count. There's this one play that everyone still talks about to this day. Martian Brooks passes him the ball on a fast break, and Gerald just takes flight. He jumps so high that it looks like he's gonna plant one right on the rim with a windmill dunk. His whole damn head is above that rim. Even the Houston Rockets bench couldn't believe what they were seeing. Man, his hops are just unfair. Again, LeBron James, right? He's a beast when it comes to dunking in the NBA. And one of his most epic dunks went down in March 2013 against the Boston Celtics. You won't believe who he posterized this time. Jason Terry, a veteran point guard and one of LeBron's rivals. Here's how it went down. Terry turned the ball over at half court and Mario Chalmers scooped it up. Chalmers then passed it to Norris Cole, who spotted LeBron cutting towards the basket. Cole threw him an alley-oop pass and bam, poster dunk on Jason Terry. And here's the best part. LeBron absolutely loved putting Terry on a poster. These two had some history together, and Terry openly admitted that he despised the Miami Heat. So you can only imagine how sweet that dunk felt for LeBron. Just another highlight reel play from King James. Man, remember when Shawn Kemp threw down those crazy dunks in the Supersonic series against the Warriors? It was like nothing we had ever seen before. In Game 3, he pulled off an alley-oop that blew everyone's minds. But that was just a preview of what he had in store for Game 4. About halfway through the first half, Kemp unleashed a monster jam on Alton Lister, and then proceeded to taunt him as if to say, "Nice try, buddy." And if you thought that was enough, just wait until you hear about what he did to Chris Gatling. Only 5 minutes after destroying Lister, Kemp soared through the air and baptized Gatling with another thunderous dunk. The best part? Gatling had actually blocked a shot from the Supersonics, but Kemp wasn't having it. He snatched up the ball and obliterated Gatling right at the charity stripe. Closing out our list is a dunk that will make your jaw drop. Back in March 2013, DeAndre Jordan unleashed a monster dunk that nearly ended Brandon Knight's basketball career at the Staples Center game. It was an incredible alley-oop from Chris Paul to Jordan, who soared through the air and demolished the rim. Poor Knight tried to stop him, but he ended up crashing hard onto the court before being helped up by his teammates. The internet went wild with reactions after witnessing this unforgettable moment courtesy of Jordan. We have immense respect for what DeAndre accomplished that night. And we also commend Brandon Knight for sacrificing it all for the love of NBA fans everywhere. To this day, DeAndre Jordan's dunk over Brandon Knight still haunts us in our dreams, leaving us in a cold sweat. So whether you're a die-hard NBA fan or just someone who appreciates a good highlight reel, these "Is This the Dunk" contest moments are sure to leave you in awe. People will continue to get dunked on because it's in our nature to go contest those shots. Players have a millisecond to react, and in that millisecond, they're probably not thinking about YouTube. But before you leave, let us know which dunk has made a chill in your spine. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.